Peace be with you all. My name is Ahmed Phillips, and you're joining me for another tutorial on shading. Yay! I thought maybe you could use another example for how I do shading. So here we are. So first I want you to see the final product though, before we start. So, what do you think? Not bad, right? Not good, but not bad, right? Yeah, so shading can be a lot of fun if you allow yourself to have fun with it, as I have done here. So let's get started with the tutorial. Very, very quick, short and quick tutorial. So obviously shading is the last step after sketching and inking, and I typically like to have a lot of sketch layers. So I'll have very, very basic to get the motion, then I'll clean it up a little bit to get the body proportions right, and make sure I fix everything. And then I have another one for like the face, usually more detailed for the face, and another one for the clothing, maybe even different aspects of the clothing on a different layer. Like if he's wearing a hat, maybe that's on one layer, and then if he's wearing like a gi, then that's on another layer, and gloves on another layer. It doesn't really matter. That's just how I do it. I like to compartmentalize. Is that the right term? Anyways, I like to group things and take one thing at a time. It's easier for me. So also I have a layer where I just have the shading, and you can see that it's kind of a grayish green. And then now on the ink layer, which is also going to be the layer where all the color is going to go, I just take the pencil tool and I block in the shading, block in the shaded areas. Okay, so after I've blocked out everything, I start paint bucketing. I'm using that as a word for the purposes of this tutorial. So sometimes there's holes though, so then paint bucket doesn't really work, and so then you want to turn on the option to the left hand side of the screen to close gaps. Now the problem there is that sometimes it doesn't. It'll now fill in the color, but there'll be a hole somewhere usually, and I don't like those holes, so I don't usually switch to that option of close gaps. I prefer to keep it as don't close the gaps, and I just find where the hole is. And with practice, it's you're able to find the holes better and quicker. But in the beginning, initially, it definitely took me like forever finding the holes. It was just really frustrating. But it just takes a little practice, and then you get used to it. And it's based on how you draw, how you ink. So then that can kind of give you a hint of where the hole could possibly be or likely be. Okay, so the last step is to erase the lines. So first you have to select all the frames in the layer, as I'm showing you. And then you have to choose the eraser tool, and then you switch the option to erase only lines. You pick the biggest brush size, you zoom all the way out as far as you can, and then you just erase, zoom back in to see what you've done. And as you can see, it's all lineless. And that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you have any ideas for video tutorials you'd like to see, please let me know. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.